Okay, and we are live with a WWE Money in the Bank review. I forgot to put that in the title. Not WWE Money in the Bank review for June 29th, 2014. Two-man booth right now, but Josh will be joining us sometime during this video. Pretty sure next 20 minutes, maybe probably sooner than that. Here with the usual two duo, Tony as well as me. Hello, and the bizarre one, Dave. How you doing tonight, Dave?
Good.
All right, well, let's just jump right into this pay-per-view. We'll start with the pre-show, which was not really too eventful, but we did have Daniel Bryan return. He did mention that he may have to have. Oh, look, there's Josh. Look at that. I was way off on the time. Hey, Josh. Glad you can join us. We just started this video.
Sorry about being late.
That's all right. No biggie. We just started. We're talking about Daniel Bryan being in the ring and talking about how he may need another surgery. Not sure if it's true or not. He may just be playing the role of, being hurt. He said that he wants to come back, win the title back. The usual promo from a guy that's injured and wants to come back. We had Bo Dallas come down. He was great. Said that it must be a pain in the neck to lose your title. I thought that was great. Told him he should believe. He, called him Daniel Bryan called him a boner.
But wait, what? A boner?
Yeah, I'm not really sure if that's is that an offensive remark? Calling someone a boner? Are you calling him a dick? Is that really what he's calling him?
Dave, you boner.
Really. I mean, it makes sense because, it's Bo and all that, but, I mean, it was kind of funny. I would like to see these two guys in a little feud. I hope they don't put them in a feud together when he comes back and just totally forgets the title run. That would be horrible.
Yeah, they shouldn't do that.
I think we kind of crushed them a little bit, too.
Yeah, well, we'll see where they go with that route. But the pre-show was just the pre-show. It was nothing special. We didn't even have a match in which we thought we would at least see Layla versus Summer Rae on the pre-show, which we did not. It was actually on the pay-per-view card, which was, I guess it made sense being where it was placed at.
Did they have Rose and Sandows for the pre-show?
There was no match on the pre-show.
Really?
Every match was on the card. Yes. Yes, Josh has not seen the preview yet, so everything will be shocking new to him. So,
yes,
Dave and I did see the pay-per-view, but we'll just continue and talk about the opener, which was the tag titles, the Wyatt family versus the Usos, and this match was very, very good, very, very good. Yes, very, very good. Solid opener. Oh man, the Usos did some pretty good moves as well. And the Usos won. The Usos retained the titles in a really good match. Yes, Josh, the Usos won. Can I get your comments on the match, Dave?
Great match. I was thinking maybe the Usos would keep the belts by DQ or something, but because the Wyatts were dominating them. I mean, a great match too.
Yeah, there was a bunch of false finishers. Even one that I thought the Wyatt family were actually going to win. But yeah, the Usos pick up the win. I don't really think this feud's over with by a long shot. Let's definitely see a rematch, probably a Battleground.
I do see the Wyatts winning the belts eventually, though. Even next month, close to that, even.
Well, a lot of people said
they should have won it now. They should have won it now. It just made so much sense.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people on Twitter are saying that the Usos are holding the title to face the Ascension from NXT when they get moved up. That's the rumors.
That'd be a bad.
I'm not sure on that at all, but that's the rumors going around the rumor mill. But you know how that goes. That's Twitter for you. But really good match. Some spots that were pretty good that we didn't see before in these two guys' matches. I like the Usos, man. I don't have a complaint with them. I understand, the Wyatt family are hot and have them win the titles, but I don't really have a problem with the Usos retaining the belts. Josh, you have a problem with it?
I have a problem with it, honestly. Like, when's the last time we had a face tag team lose, like, tag team champion lose to a heel tag team?
But are they really a heel team though?
The Wyatts, they're in that weird category where it's like they do heel things, but they still get the cheers. I call it the Stone Cold spot, where it's he was supposed to be heel, but he just got so over being a heel that they turned him face.
Yeah, because they are, when they turn those lights off, all you see is cell phones. All you see are the lights, the followers, if they, as they call them. But I don't really think they're a heel. I think they're face.
Like I said, they're in that weird spot.
They're going to be a face in the next couple of months. They're going to turn to their face. Oh, and they also had a new theme song. They don't have the same theme song. They changed it. I'm not really sure what to think of it, but it sounded better than the one that they had on Monday night. Oh, we got a question. The title run, the Usos' title reign has run its course. I wanted to see the Wyatts win.
Thank you.
Excuse
Thank
me.
you.
I still like Usos. I can't say I don't want to see them. I still like the guys. I mean, I want them to lose, but then I don't. Because I still like them.
How long have the Usos really been the tag team champions?
Like over 200 days, they said.
Really?
I think they won it against the Outlaws back at. Maybe it's not that long. It was like 100 day, or somewhere in the 100-day range or something like that.
Let me take a look.
Mania.
They had them before Mania. I know that.
Yeah, because they beat the Outlaws like on, was it a pay-per-view?
It's almost half a year. Almost half a year. I know that.
Okay, I mean, I don't know. It's a solid run.
It is a solid run.
They always put on good matches.
beat?
I think they're just getting rewarded. And it was that one period of time where weren't we the ones here on our channel doing reviews and Raw reviews and yada 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 saying the Usos need to win the titles.
Yeah, they need to win, but right now they need to be challenged.
And I think they are with the Wyatt family.
But there's no adversity in that because, like, what have they lost?
They did lose though.
No. What have they lost?
Oh, like when they have lost the titles itself and then maybe retain them.
Yeah, because like that's like you actually lose something, not just a match. You lose something, and then you gotta go back and get it. That's why it's better for the faces to chase the heel.
Yeah, I guess.
But the way you're saying the Wyatts aren't heels, I say they're in the Stone Cold spot.
Would it be better if they dropped the belts on Raw than pay-per-view?
Yeah. Oh, and to answer the question, the Usos have almost been champions for 4 months now.
Okay.
Almost 4 months. Seems longer, I know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't think it was that long. I thought it was kind of shorter than that. I thought it was like 2 months. 2 months. But that's still it's a solid title run. I mean, the last title, the Outlaws, they held them for quite a while too, didn't they? Or no?
The Outlaws, they have for like
a little bit.
month and a half.
It seems like
I have it right here. A little bit over a month.
Okay.
It was like a month before WrestleMania.
All right. Okay, we both have our opinions on the Usos, but anyway, it was a great match. So check it out if you can. Really good match.
Yes.
Next we had the Divas title match, which was Paige versus Naomi with Cameron at ringside. They did show Cameron cheering on Paige, hoping Naomi would lose. So it's definitely teasing a heel turn from Cameron. This match
is going to happen. We all know it.
Yeah, well, it didn't absolutely happen yet, but teasing is the right word for it. But this match kind of started off kind of like the one-on-man event was kind of better, but this one didn't really.
Well, you have to think about it. I'm gonna defend them really quick. They never worked together. Naomi hasn't been in the ring for a good while since she's been recovering, and Paige, even though she's been wrestling for a while, she's still on the WWE main stage for not that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I didn't mind them. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good match.
I'm not saying it was a bad match, but the match started off kind of when she was doing a suplex off the rope, she slipped. It was kind of just a lot of mess ups. But when the match started getting going more, it ended up being a solid match. The finisher that she did was nice. I can't remember what they called it. It was like a DDT.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I've never seen her do it before, but she does it in NXT supposedly.
It's like a spinning Russian leg sweep, but they land on their head or something.
No, it was like she grabbed her by the head, and it was like a standing DDT. It was weird.
You guys remember Conan when he used to do the Tequila Sunrise, where you trade him up like a DDT? It was kind of like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. It was weird. They had a name for it, but yeah, Paige ends up picking up the win. So I guess tomorrow night we'll probably either see a rematch or her facing Cameron. I'm most likely going to see that, I guarantee. But
it's going to be a rematch, and then that's when Cameron turns.
Yeah. Nah, who cares? Anyways, let's get to the next throwaway match, which was Adam Rose versus Damien Sandow.
Fast forward.
Why are you a rosebud?
No.
It's a lemon. It's a lemon. Why are you a lemon?
Yeah, man. I thought this gimmick would get over, and it just has not. The match wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't the greatest match in the world, but it wasn't bad. But Adam Rose himself is just not getting over. I'm sorry. And what they're doing to Sandow is just pathetic.
Who do you think has it worse, Sandow or Ziggler?
I would say Sandow because at least Ziggler is in matches.
Yeah.
At least Ziggler has his own gimmick, and at least Ziggler is in matches that matter. Sandow embarrasses himself almost every night on TV, but oh well.
Do you think people are confused about this gimmick? Because I found out, I think yesterday or the day before, that he's supposed to be heel.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, because I guess he does heel stuff. Like he dresses up as when he went to Indiana. I think he wore a LeBron shirt.
No. I'm not talking about Sandow. I'm talking about Rose.
Really?
Do you think people are supposed to be? I'm confused on the character because I found out that he's supposed to be heel.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I'm like, huh?
That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
He's facing heel character.
Because I think the character is like, oh, I'm the life of the party, but don't piss me off. I'll get you, right? It doesn't make any sense to me.
It don't make sense at all because everybody he's really faced against has been heel characters, Swagger and James Sandow and Fandango. I mean, all those. But oh well, let's just get on with the pay-per-view. Adam Rose wins, but yeah, who cares? Let's get to the Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious.
What we paid for.
Oh my goodness gracious. Dang. Seth Rollins, how he's still alive after tonight it just amazes me. This man took a not a suplex, but when they flip him over, because I know you didn't see it, Josh. They're on the ladder. It's Rollins and Kofi Kingston. What was that?
Ambrose did suplex him off the top of that ladder.
They did, yes, a superplex off the ladder. Rollins and Ambrose.
And Ambrose did a flip.
Yeah, he almost killed himself. Rollins did when they put him in the chin of legs and they flip him over the reverse? He reversed him onto a ladder and almost fucking killed himself. I mean, it was just...
Off the ladder bounced.
Yeah, it was just mayhem, man. It was just... Oh, my goodness gracious. Kofi Kingston...
Wow, that springboard off the ladder to the ropes, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was
there's been no injuries from this match at all reported?
It looked like there would have been.
I thought Rollins was going to I thought Rollins definitely was gonna get injured when he did that. Oh gosh.
RVD got hurt when his leg got caught.
Yeah,
He
it was
always
just.
gets hurt. What the hell are we talking about?
This match was just insane. Definitely, like, this match alone is definitely worth the pay-per-view because the stuff that they did. It was crazy. Ambrose and Rollins are amazing. Their feud is just awesome.
Like I said, it's the hottest thing in wrestling right now, right?
Yes. Ambrose ends up trying to get to the briefcase. Kane ends up coming down, interferes.
Shenanigans.
Kane choke slams and then tombstones Dean Ambrose. Rollins ends up getting the briefcase. And your 2014 Money in the Bank winner is Seth Rollins with the help of Kane.
I'm gonna say something. I don't like any of these guys winning the Money in the Bank because seems like if you cash it in, you're gonna get pissed on for the next year or so.
Yeah, well, if they make Rollins what they did with Randy Orton, like their corporate champ, I wouldn't mind. But I hope it doesn't happen anytime soon.
No.
But let's just go on. We won't spoil anything about the last Money in the Bank match. So I have some comments about that. But go ahead, Dave, about this match. Money in the Bank.
Orton could end up almost turning on the Authority pretty soon.
It could happen. But what were your thoughts on this Money in the Bank match? With Ziggler, Kofi, Swagger, they did not add another guy in. Barrett was hurt. They said he would not be in, and they did not add anybody into the match.
So what does that mean for the title, his IC title?
That's a good point. They should strip him if he can't stick up and come back soon.
They honestly didn't even give a timetable of how long he would be out. So we're not even sure how long he will be out for.
If it's a month, let him keep it. If it's going to be longer than a month, strip him.
Yep. Shawn Michaels rule.
Or the Daniel Bryan rule.
Yeah, well, it started with Shawn Michaels with the Intercontinental title.
But for the newer viewers, you gotta say Daniel Bryan.
They don't know who Shawn Michaels is. There's something wrong.
Well, no, they probably don't understand the situation.
I know. But this match could, by far, I think, be one of the best Money in the Bank ladder matches I've ever seen.
Yes. Well, I don't know.
I
mean, the best one was the first one.
Yeah, I just watched it today, actually. That was a great match.
The best one's the first one. You can't beat that.
The best ladder match involving more than 6 people is the tag match between Edge, Hardys, and the Dudley Boys.
Okay, I'm not even counting that because that's a tag team ladder match. I'm talking about like one-on-one.
Oh, okay. Money in the Bank. Yeah, I guess you gotta go with the first one.
If it's any more than 6, it's definitely that. I'm an Edge fan. Come on.
Out of the 4 Money in the Bank pay-per-views, this is probably the best ladder match out of the Money in the Bank pay-per-views.
True. I guess you can say that because it was the most riskier shit that they've done. That superplex off the ladder and then that back body drop off whatever on what Rollins did. That shit was dangerous.
And RVD showed up tonight too, but he was awesome.
Yeah, and RVD got a good pop. He was really good. People need to stop with the "you still got it" chance. He wrestles almost every week on Raw. The fuck are they? Do they not?
Like, I understand when he's gone and then he comes back, but when it's like I wrestled last night, you still got it.
This guy was like in a title fucking picture for a little bit, like in a storyline, and then they, I don't understand. It's just stupid to me. But anyways, Rollins ends up winning. The corporate guy wins. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon end up coming out at the end of the match and raise up Rollins' hands. So, yeah, Triple H gets what he wants. Will he get it at what he wants at the end of the night? We will let you know. After that, we got Ryback versus... I don't know if this is exactly the next match. It was either this one or Rusev match, but we'll go with this match. Ryback versus Goldust and Stardust. What did you think of this match, Dave? And what do you think of Stardust? Is he starting to become a fan of Stardust?
Oh, we're talking about Stardust? Yeah, I like it. I think it's kind of weird, but it's also kind of entertaining, too. And it's over with the crowd.
So you're saying Stardust is weird and overtaining, like Goldust?
It's basically exactly the same way almost.
Yeah, it's like the same way Goldust got over, and then he just rings up rubbing off on him right away. It's different. It's different from a Cody Rhodes fan. It's different to see him like this, because he's definitely better. I don't know. It's just, I guess it fits him, but it's just weird to see him act this way when you seen him be part of Legacy and seen him be.
He was dashing Rhodes,
dashing Cody Rhodes, and then
there was that point where he was huge before they were tag team champions together, where he got fired because he lost to Randy Orton and stuff. Like, that was huge too back then.
Yeah, and it's just weird seeing
on him right there.
Yeah, it's just you're weird seeing him as a different gimmick. But I guess it's Have
you guys even seen the memes?
I can't really say anything bad about it. But I really, I guess I don't have really. I don't know. Neutral on it.
Do we think this is short term though? With Cody Rhodes, he's going to eventually turn on Goldust.
I hope so.
Well, like I said, the rumors have it that if it got over, that they're going to keep the gimmick and have them wrestle for the tag titles. And if it doesn't get over, that they're going to have Cody Rhodes turn heel. But right now it's over. So let's see how what we say next month, if it's still over. But yeah, it was a decent match. I guess I would say pretty much the same match we saw on Raw between these four guys. And Goldust and Stardust end up getting the win. They also mentioned during the match that one of these two teams should deserve a title match. Number one contenders, whatever. So maybe we'll see Goldust and Stardust in the title picture soon? Possibly? No? Maybe? Who knows?
It's going to happen, because if what you're saying is true, then they're going to face the Usos.
That'd be a perfect time for Cody to turn on Goldust, too, during the tag title match.
During a big
or it would be better if the Wyatts beat the Usos the next pay-per-view. Or it's the next pay-per-view, SummerSlam.
The Battleground.
Yeah, then who said that last night on the pay-per-view prediction show?
Well, I thought they were going to win tonight, but since they didn't win tonight, Wyatt should win at Battleground, and then they should face Stardust and Goldust, and then have Cody turn in. And you got it right. If only if the Wyatts win on Battleground.
But I like Dave's idea though. If you have Stardust turn on Goldust at a big pay-per-view,
or have Goldust turn on it. Think about it. Because he can say, you tried to steal my gimmick and all this stuff.
I mean, you could go either way, but I guess it depends on how long you want Goldust to stay, because you think Goldust is a heel. I don't know.
Yeah, but Cody turning on him would make more sense, just because I'm not going to dress up like you stupid freak, and do some crap like that,
Or he can be Goldust turns on Cody and he goes, when I grew up, I saw you on TV every single Monday night, and I want to be just like you. You can go both ways on that.
You could do a jealousy thing with Goldust, too, over Cody.
Yeah, if he becomes more popular. Yeah, I guess you could honestly, you go either way. But let's just continue on with the pay-per-view. Next, we got Rusev versus Langston. This match, man, was pretty good.
And Lana.
I like it. Yes, of course, Lana. Yes. Man, Rusev impresses me. I like him, man. I want to see him in a program with, like, John Cena already, or someone.
I still want to see the real Americans versus the Russians.
Yeah, that one I think might happen. It's more realistic. But I gotta say something. When's the last time you saw someone that big do what he does every single pre-match? Where he gets on his knees, bends down, then he hops up without even using his legs. It's just the momentum of him doing that.
He's wild, man. He impresses the hell out of me. Like
match.
Yeah, that's that Langston spear when he spears you outside of the ring is that I don't know how many more times they're gonna let him do that, man. He's gonna hurt himself or his opponent. That shit is crazy.
Looked like he was coughing up blood for a minute too.
Who, Langston or?
No, Rusev.
But I mean, it could have been, him maybe bit his tongue or a lip or something.
Yeah.
You never know. But it was a good match. Rusev gets the win. He's undefeated still. Not really sure where they're going to be going with him next. But
I hope it's not the Preacher again.
oh gosh, I don't know where they can go. They can go anywhere with him, but he definitely should deserve a title push. Like at least wrestle for a title soon. Maybe not win.
Title? Like say Barrett has to be stripped.
There you go. I don't mind that.
And if they ever want B&B to be face, they can just put him against Rusev, because who's going to root for a Russian in America right now? Yeah.
I still think the perfect title for him would be the U.S. title.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, of course.
I mean, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, but I'm going with the more realistic option right now.
He could take on Sheamus. That'd be a good feud.
To me, I think he's bigger than the U.S. title, but this feud with Sheamus would be very good. I think those matches would be rough.
No, just imagine the promos between Lana and Sheamus.
That'd be interesting.
Feels like Lana will say something smart, sophisticated, she'll go, and Sheamus will go, "Oi, what you say?"
Something, he's just corny ass. But let's just continue on.
Or
after that, we got Layla versus Summer Rae with Fandango as a special referee. Layla gets the win.
Skip.
Yeah. And yeah, that is all we can say about that. But let's get to the main event, which was the Money in the Bank title match with Randy Orton, Cena, Kane, Cesaro, Del Rio, Sheamus, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns. Whew. This match kind of started off slow.
It always does.
When you first see that first Money in the Bank and you get the high-flying, crazy moves, you kind of wanted to see it in this match, but you didn't. You did see a nice little cool spots with the ladder in this match, I will agree. Or will say. The matches got really good at near the end. I didn't really care for the finish with John Cena,
Orton got busted open really good, too.
Yeah, so can't complain about no blood, people. I mean,
Rusev winning the U.S. title needs to happen. That's what the question says. It's not a question, it's a statement. But anyway, continue.
I'm just saying, seriously, guys. He got busted open pretty good, and they still let him wrestle. So enough with the no blood bullshit. But anyways, John Cena wins the title.
Oh, there was
14.
Some of the good. There was a lot of that one. In case people didn't see it, that spot with the ladder where it got put in between the ladder and then it got tipped over. It was just hanging there with it was Sheamus and Cesaro. I mean, that was freaking awesome.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, a lot of people. Just go around, you could say. Josh, what is your reaction when you heard about Cena?
I was like, okay. Because it's so numbing now. 14th time in 9 years. 15 or 14?
Yep.
15.
Okay, 15 times. 15 times in 9 years. And my other reaction was, they're gonna have him beat Ric Flair.
My thing is,
yeah,
John Cena wins the championship makes sense. Because I know he's going to probably face maybe Randy Orton next month. Hopefully not Kane. For the love of God, I hope it's not Kane. But he may face Randy Orton next month at Battleground.
It'll get booed out of the building.
He's going to go up against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. And he's going to lose. He's losing to Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar, I'll make my statement right now. Brock Lesnar is going to be your champion all the way to WrestleMania, starting SummerSlam.
Do you think he's going to wrestle
all the way to WrestleMania? No, I don't. And he's not going to have to.
Defending
he's going to be your He's gonna be your WWE champion from August till WrestleMania.
So how are they going to defend the title then? If you said he's not going to wrestle every month.
He's gonna wrestle. He'll wrestle every month.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, he may not show up every week. You know what I mean? But he will be your champion from August till WrestleMania.
Because then we'll get Brock and Cena for like 3 months straight.
Definitely gonna probably see Brock and Lesnar. I'm sorry, Cena and Lesnar at SummerSlam, and then at the next pay-per-view following that, then it goes to October, which will get a new #1 contender. So whoever that will be. Then it goes to Survivor Series. Then it goes to Royal Rumble. So I mean, I could see Brock Lesnar still being your champion till WrestleMania.
Better than Cena.
But yeah, John Cena is your world champion, guys, 15 times. Rollins is the Money in the Bank winner. He currently holds the briefcase.
If he wants to have his career, wait till after Cena is done, not being the WWE champion. Just wait till after. No, it's not Cena. Ask Sandow.
Usos are still your tag team champions. Paige is still your Divas champ, and Rusev is still undefeated. So,
And Fandango's still banging Layla.
Yeah. And all in all, we had I would say a pretty solid pay-per-view. If I would give it a 1 out of 10, I would give it a solid 7.5. What about you, Dave?
It's an 8. I
Okay. Any complaints?
You know, I'd say, like, you know what? If I pay $60 for this pay-per-view, so only being $10 is well worth it.
Any complaints? Even like other than this, the usual complaints.
Well, that takes out the John Cena winning.
Yes.
Adam Rose.
Okay, Adam Rose.
He's supposed to be heel.
He needs to be Leo Kruger again.
But it's just, I'm sick and tired of Cena being champion.
Cena's going to draw more money than probably Orton is. Or draw more ratings.
Like, you gotta think about it. It's the same guy that's been champion for the past decade.
I just don't think, and it's not a knock at anybody, I just don't think Rollins, Reigns, Ambrose, or Bray are ready for the title yet. And if they are going to win the title, they're just going to lose it very quickly.
Like, they didn't have to have Rollins or Ambrose win Money in the Bank, because I knew, like, it would still be hot afterwards. You don't have to have Reigns win the other Money in the Bank. You can have someone else win it. It'd still be fine.
I think Damian Nelson said it on Twitter earlier that Reigns, let him soak in the experience right now, you know?
And so, like, is that why they're putting him in all these matches for now? Like, they have him in the Royal Rumble. He was the last guy besides Batista in the Royal Rumble. They have him at WrestleMania twice now at the big stage, being one of the main attractions. They had him at the Money in the Bank actual match.
Yeah, I mean, look how long it took Daniel Bryan to finally get a title shot. A fair title shot all the way a year later almost.
But there's a
6
huge
months
difference
after.
between Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has the look. He is extremely over right now. Daniel Bryan was more over at that point. But Reigns is younger, has the look, and he's really great in the ring. For a guy that size.
It'll be like at a WrestleMania.
No, his can't be at WrestleMania. It has to be somewhere else. Because if it's going to be at WrestleMania, then let's have all the nice up-and-coming young guys who are going to be WWE champion win at WrestleMania. You know how many times that's going to happen? Because say he doesn't pan out as WWE champion, you have him on a lower pay-per-view. Okay, that's fine. But
I can see Reigns winning the title at WrestleMania.
Like, I can see him winning the title at WrestleMania, but not his first title.
Yeah. I could even see him win the Rumble and then get a title shot like that.
Like, it took true guts for them to have John Cena win his first WWE Championship at WrestleMania 21. Took a lot of guts on that. To say he didn't pan out. But that's how the best just goes.
I was just going to say, I'm sure everyone's sick. Because Cena, just because it's been the same stuff, and people are going to be playing all night on YouTube, I bet, about Cena winning and ranting about how the WWE network doesn't, or WWE doesn't push the young talent.
No, they're pushing the young talent.
But that's what people are going to be saying on Twitter or on YouTube all night.
But then those people have to realize that the young talent has not even been in WWE for a year and a half yet. The only people who are new talent that have been here a year and a half are Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. Everyone else has been here for a year or less.
It's just a transition period to have Cena lose to Brock. That's all. Everybody chill out.
Yep.
Cena will only be a champion for maybe a month or two. That's it.
It's fine by me.
But I wouldn't worry. I don't think Cena's going to be your champion for very, very long. But, you know, you're going to have to deal with his corny promos and him main eventing Raw almost every other week. So, just got to get used to it. I won't be surprised if we see John Cena versus Triple H. I hope not. But I wouldn't be surprised if they went that route somewhere down the line. But, yeah, that pretty much wraps up our WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view review. Me and Dave, give it a pass. Of course, there is these negatives about the pay-per-view, but all in all, I think the pay-per-view is more of a positive. I think a lot of people shined. Rollins, Ambrose. I think Bray was pretty good. Cesaro has some. Rusev, of course.
Lana.
Yes, Lana as well. But
she shines all the time.
Yes, all in all, it was a good pay-per-view. Definitely a pass. We will be back tomorrow night with our WWE Raw review right after WWE Raw. Maybe Josh will be joining us. If not,
maybe. You never know.
There you go. Suspense. Ooh, you got to tune in to find out. If not, it'll be Dave and I, as always, giving our thoughts and opinions on what we thought of Raw tomorrow night. You definitely get to hear the fallout of what happened with John Cena, the title, Rollins in the briefcase, so on and so forth. Any last thoughts from Josh or the Bizarre One before we head off for the evening? Josh.
I'm going to predict WrestleMania 32 main event right now.
All right, here we go, folks.
And this is going to be perfect, and everyone's going to say yes to this. Triple threat match between Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns. It could be for any title, I don't care, or just no title. Make that 3 happen.
All right, so you're guaranteeing that they will face each other at WrestleMania in a triple threat match.
32. WrestleMania 32.
All right, Dave, any last thoughts or opinions before we do tomorrow night's show?
First and foremost, make sure you sub to this channel.
Okay.
And these pay-per-views are getting better and better each month, I think. The network has really helped them out a lot. So, yeah. Better than last year, I think these pay-per-views have been.
Well, the reason why is because you're spending more money on it, so like you're more stubborn on it. I paid $60 for this. Oh, I paid $10 for this.
Yeah, but you also look at the pay-per-views have been a lot better since they're trying to get subscribers too, more than.
Yeah.
Yes, the next couple of pay-per-views, mark my words, will be better because a lot of people's 6-month subscriptions are ending, and they want people to renew them. So they're going to be having really good pay-per-views coming up. So,
Tony, you're right about Brie Bella, though.
What's that?
But you saying Stephanie and Brie Bella are elite for SummerSlam for her job?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely going to be facing each other. But we thank everybody for watching tonight. We had a couple of viewers, more than I expected. Appreciate everybody joining in. We appreciate Josh coming in, giving his thoughts, even though he did not see the pay-per-view.
I still got my thoughts.
Well, you know, some of your opinions.
Okay.
Still came in and gave us some of his opinions on what he thought about tonight and the upcoming events, and gave us a little guarantee on a match at WrestleMania. So that's nice to hear from him as well. And Dave, as always, giving his thoughts. And we will be back tomorrow night, maybe with Josh. Who knows? Tune in to find out.
The suspense.
Yes, very much. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please sub, comment, and like, and give us your thoughts on the pay-per-view. Thank you, everybody.